like having Crohn's is, like I said, it's kind of like having gastro. Some days are like they're not even really a problem, and you can kind of just deal with it. You can kind of just get on with your life and do stuff. And sometimes it's really bad, but for the most part, on the average, it's kind of like a random balance of chance, kind of for how unwell or what specific symptoms and stuff I might be dealing with and stuff. And yeah, so today, because like for the most part, since I've normally got at least something going on, um, I normally just like push through and just deal with it because that's life. That's normal for me. But yeah, tonight it's just extra. So basically, like what's happening is like the stuff that's got me stressed out is that um let's see. So I try to think of everything. So I'm already like working on stuff in the background, like my channel and everything, right? I always am. But then PUBG kind of came out for this like one fortnight of playing the classic maps. I really want to play the classic maps as much as possible while that's available. However, in the same fortnight, I also have to completely rebuild my Twitch Studio streaming profile onto a brand new software that I've never used before because Twitch Studio is not going to be supported anymore. And there's a lot of things going buggy with it, so there's a fair chance it might just not be streamable from like the end of the fortnight. Um, so to prevent that from happening, like to prevent not being able to stream, I'm in the process of basically learning an entire new program in a very short period of time, which I'd like to try to do some test runs on this week because it's basically like I've got like a little over a week or so, I think, to go with that. So that's fun. But in amongst the week itself, like today, I think this is also what kind of set it out. Is I had like my front door lock was fucking around, and we thought it was broken. I had to get a locksmith out for it, but it was apparently my door has a special setting. It's a fucking door. And so we called somebody out for basically nothing. So that was unnecessary stress. But then I've also got a internet technician coming out on Friday again for this area because, as you know, this area's internet shit, right? So we've got that happening on Friday. But then Saturday is we've got Nick's got some work stuff like that's a few hours away that may involve like I may or may not go, but I can't go out onto the boat because obviously I'm not going out on the boat. But then Sunday we've got more stuff that Nick's like going out and doing, but we also don't have electricity in the house for 8 hours on the Sunday. So the work that I was going to do on the weekend I can't do as well. So I have even less time, and I also have even less time to play like the games or set stuff up or test stuff or anything. So I'm a little bit overcooked at the moment with everything that's going on, and my body's just gone from like I can deal with this to I really can't deal with this, and it's probably just going to be like that for a couple of days until it calms down again. But that's my life. So I'll be right. It's just yeah, I'll be a bit sick for the next couple of days. Um, it just kind of sucks. But yeah, if I can later this week, I kind of want to do a test run on the new streaming software that I'm trying to set up so that I can test how it records. And also, I want to see like what qualities it outputs in and how sound quality works and stuff because I have to set up a bunch of stuff for like the sound parameters and whatever. So it doesn't just automatically pick up every time my cat comes in here and screams at me kind of thing, you know. So yeah, it'll be a lot of work, but I have to kind of like start doing test runs on that or, you know, risk potentially not being able to stream in case it's just fully not connectable to Twitch or some shit. Like I could see them doing that. No, if I can fell asleep. Thank you for staying at my side bike, and I saw you like come over and wag your tail. And thank you for Plush. I'll keep him on my lap. He'll be safe. He'll keep me company. So I still haven't figured out since the 1.0 update how to get them to tame a human. For some reason, my people cannot tame a human. So Langer is my like guinea pig, so to speak. If anybody else runs wild, I will attempt, if possible, to roll back, like load a previous save to avoid dealing with that, because I do not know yet how to fix this. I don't know if it's a problem or if the game has just made it that when people run wild, you just can't have them anymore. But it's a problem, and I can't be having like my legacy characters like run off the map and stuff. So they could do anything else. They could be living shit out of each other, whatever. They just, if run wild happens, I will reload. That's just what I'm going to do for now until we can prove that Langer is actually fucking tameable. If not, I have no idea. Like, I've got no parameter for time for how long I'm going to play with that. But we'll see. He's basically, I think half the problem we got is he's a prisoner, and the prisoners get food. I think I was going to say, I'm like, why the fuck is he moving so slowly? I'm like, oh, he's in restraints. Yeah, that makes sense. But, yeah. So there's a good chance there's at least one point in time where I'm going to do that. Most of the people here are having a shit fit because it's shitty conditions and like it's messy, and I have been working their ass off since they got here. We've got like the fence is mostly done. Yeah, even up there got fixed. I ended up putting a bunch of random beds around the place just to oh yeah, that's right, we had lamp to sedate like the people needing beds. We've got this section along here down the bottom. I think that's the only part we've got to finish. I don't have the bedrooms and shit finished, and I have, just FYI, a bunch of caravans already on the way up, and I don't have bedding for them. This one has 32 colonists and 50 animals. We're trying to get the pen accommodated so that when they arrive, which is this whole area in here, it might be enough to like survive. The only thing is I also considered, I've been thinking about this since last week. I can't remember which one's out of food. Oh, the really big one. Well, they're going to a trader. Let's not stress about them. Nobody stress. Okay, I'm thinking about moving the bedrooms forwards or thickening the bedrooms so that we have about 3 or 4 rows thick of bedrooms. Because I know we've got solar panels planned for here, right? We're gonna have bedrooms and then heating, like central heating, air conditioning and stuff, and then a big solar bank, right? Kind of keep the people the fuck out of the solar areas. Anyway, I was gonna do that, but like if I wanted to, I could move the solar panels back further. I don't think that that's any, like that could be an issue there, but I could put a wooden floor. About down the bottom. Down the bottom we don't have a lot of room. So I think maybe at best I could maybe get 2 bedrooms. Maybe 2 sets of bedrooms. But yeah, I realized that I have all this room here, and let me get a line out so I can show you what I mean. So I don't know if I want to get rid of this afterwards, but you see basically this little section through here, right? I could level that off to be almost completely even, give or take, right? And that would give me this whole section here of bed space that I'm not currently using because this area was gonna be pen, but out here, this whole ass huge area out here, that's pen. So, also, what the hell is up with that? I don't have dots there for some reason. I'll have to fix that up. I must have dug something. It's a really fast way to see if your design is fucked up in some way, which I do have a couple of spots in there. You guys can actually see it clearly. I never thought I could show you this properly, but yeah. That's where stuff's gonna be. God, that's trippy. But I'm thinking about moving the beds forwards like this here. And that will basically afford me like a whole bunch of additional beds, which should accommodate for the entire colony, give or take. Because I think, I can't remember what my last count on this bedroom situation was, but it was only like 80 or something. It was 80-ish, I think. And I've got like 220 hot colonists. It wasn't going to be an immediate problem, but it will be over time. So we'll sort that out. Also, I have this motherfucking cluster of megasofts. I think these are all mine. Yeah, these are mine. So I don't know if I want to cull them. How's my animal shit going? Oh, that's right. I've got rats too. I kind of keep forgetting. Brought up all the cats. Brought up all the panthers. The panther breeding program is going really well. We're recovering so many panthers. Now that we had a couple of slip-ups where we almost lost all of like breeding males and stuff like that, and then our colonies got separated for a while, so prevented them from being able to breed. But now we're fixing it. I've got 2 female rats. I was going to use these as a supplement form of food for my colony. I don't know how great an idea that is, but I have got them limited. So worst case scenarios, I guess we can test how fucking limits my computer could go to, I guess. The rats get out of proportion. And my cats, they are breeding like crazy, which is good because I want them to still be able to like nuzzle people. I don't have chairs on that. The other thing too is, oh, hello. Caravan's off on its way. Which one is that? Hold on. Got Mo, McJolly, all the chocolate. That's all they have for food. It's really good nutritional shit, I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna save that. Fuck yeah. So the other thing too is we had it where I wasn't able to save the game up to the nighttime or whatever. I actually came in later and like just started without letting it run at all and just saved over that like from the previous load in. So they were all up to date and whatnot, but that's not super important, but I'm sure somebody out there will probably care or notice. But yeah, if this group's going out, the problem we had, I don't know how much it's worth waiting for that. I think they're a really huge group, this one. Is that this group? No. That one. Okay. That should be fine. They've got like 5 days worth of food and they'll catch up probably up here. So I think this one's going just up to here. That one's going... Alright. So what happened? Last week, we had a little bit of a misunderstanding for caravan that I did not know was glitched. And it was constantly like up here somewhere being like, I'm on the verge of leaving. Everybody's like ready to go. Everybody's up here. They're all circling the very edge of the map. Would not leave. Nobody was having a mental thing. Like the animals were coming and going, waking up and moving around and stuff. Nobody was leaving. So I kind of went through a couple of scenarios where I thought it could have been, what was the fellow's name? I wrote it down. Trado. So I thought Trado, who was having an insulting spree at my caravan, could have been the problem, but it wasn't that. The caravan was just full on glitched, and after like several tries, like we were at it for probably 50 minutes, trying different things, trying to load and go again. People were just having full on fucking throwdown tantrums, and yeah, I ended up killing Trudeau. It was either Grasshopper and Trudeau did not win. So it was, I ended up cancelling the caravan not long after. I also beat Grasshopper to death in another particular playthrough because I was so fucking over Grasshopper because he's done this on 2 leaving maps. So yeah, I revoked. I'm pretty sure you're down to like fuck bugger all. Medicine. Realistically, I should put you on that. I will put you on that. I'll be nice. Oh, another caravan's gone out. Nice. Maybe I can merge them. But yeah, Grasshopper is like our lead cook. That's great medical, all that shit. He's just a piece of shit when it comes to actually leaving this colony. That's the only problem. That's his only downside. He's otherwise actually a pretty good colonist. Like, you can just leave him be. He just does his own thing, right? You want to make him move colonies? He's gonna fucking set the whole place on fire and kill everybody in it. It's just not okay for him. So yeah, I just beat him senseless until he died because I was just so fucking done with his shit. I'm like, yeah, no, I should probably load back and save him. But fucking hell if it wasn't cathartic. The best part about like saving and reloading shit, honestly. But obviously because we had a caravan and it failed to leave, what we now have is we have like little clusters of cooked up animals because I don't really have... I have a pen, but for some reason they say there's something wrong with this. However, it's sealed, so I don't know what their beef is. I'm guessing that it's got like exclude an animal or something. I'm also trying to get some of these muffaloes just to go with us. I don't know how much of those are mine or how much of those are... We've got wild ones around. We've got wild ones around. They're just down the bottom. Alright. Misunderstanding there. I wonder if I could bring the male rat. Maybe I should go see if they can tame that. Anyway, so what I ended up doing is I disbanded the caravan, and of course then I went to like reband the caravan, except that I kind of forgot that you kind of got to unload them first. So this one had like a whole bunch of turrets, and really, really important, it had the infinite chem reactor. I don't want to lose that shit. It also has like money and other stuff, but you know. So I ended up just making a little stockpile zone where they dropped all their stuff. That way I can kind of make a caravan easier, but I had to wait for those two caravans to leave so I could actually see what resources we had here. I was waiting on them finishing packing because sometimes it will do it, sometimes it will remove the crap that the other caravan is taking, and sometimes if you've got enough shit, you kind of got to remember this crap on your own, and that's how I usually do caravans. But yeah. Oh, once I've got them, I think all the animals are unloaded now that they've had their nap. I should be able to set them up to go. I don't think anybody else is around here. I'm just having a quick look. Like, we've got a bunch of animals just down here. I love how these guys have all got themselves a bed. Like, I could unbed a whole bunch of people. But yeah, Grasshopper's kind of fucked up at the moment. And I guess that they're good to go. What I really need to do... Hold on. Is this... Yeah, no, they're going. I just wanted to check that, because sometimes I make a caravan, it's only just for outside. And yeah, this is who we have left. And I also have to allow for whoever may be in a mental state. I'm going to set up one caravan. Really should leave at least one caravan be able to bring food. It's like that. And you guys can take the rhinos, and the last group will bring the thrombos. So I want to separate these guys out. A little group like this, they can go. And they've got food already allocated. So, important things. I kind of want to hit these off on their own, but chem reactor loaded. Turrets, we got room for that. I'm willing to abandon my hostel beds. I really am. They could bring the books that are like super light. It's like entertainment. I don't really care. It's fine. Keeps them happy. That's gonna get him attacked. Okay, and I loaded up a whole bunch of guns. It's by coded. I'm gonna be leaving stuff behind here still. So that's kind of... It's frustrating because there's a whole bunch of stuff that I have that's fine. But to move bases, I don't need all this. And the only reason why we're moving from this location is that when 1.5 came out, this basically broke this location. just glitchy as fuck for me. So the next location is fine. I just have to get to it. Once I'm off this one, I think everything should run a lot smoother. I hope. Like, this is a long line of I fucking hope it does. Let's see. I should probably sell that. Hey Rin, how you doing? I will hydrate. I'm fucking nauseous as shit. Water might help. See how that goes. How you doing, man? I'm unfortunately just sipping on water tonight. I can't actually, like, really go for a drink of that. So why is stretching so expensive? Water hydrate used to be on par with stretching. But over summer I brought it down because I needed to stay hydrated over summer. I just kind of kept it there. Whereas stretching, I haven't really changed. And originally when I had stretching, I tended to find it kind of unsettled everything, and sometimes maybe need to like pour stream for like the bathroom or something. So that's why it was kind of a little more expensive. But yeah, usually when stretch is redeemed, I normally go for like full arms, neck, and try to like stretch out my back and everything. So like I put it to good use. It's just, yeah, water and that was up around it for ages. If it wasn't for summer, everything would still be about the same. Maybe EMP? We'll stretch. Thank you, Rin. Yeah, how's your day or night going? Get my stretch on. I'm just taking everything really slow today. I also just see at the very top side of my screen says Gulf of White Duck, and I just can't. I don't know why, but I just fucking can't. And now there's a black trout. Like, fucking hell, this game. Oh. I'm getting my laptop here tomorrow, so I'm happy. Oh, that'd be good. I'm sure that'll curb a lot of the boredom. You gonna play games on it or just browse? Well, I guess if you've had a phone, maybe you're like sick of browsing the internet and stuff. I'm kind of tempted to just leave that behind. Otherwise, I gotta sell it. I'll take it with me. I'll sell some stuff. Games. Oh, yeah. And that'd be good. As long as it's not like uncomfortable for you to like play games or anything. Then yeah. Fuck yeah. Everything could be done on a phone. True. Very true. It's really funny that over the last few years, I have not realized how much I actually like don't read physical stuff. I read stuff all the time. Like every week I'm always reading like some kind of variation of whatever book or manga or whatever, right? But I don't really like stop and read anything, but I used to seriously read a whole heap of stuff, like books and books, like throughout the week. I don't do that shit anymore. I'm trying to find a time when I can comfortably just like lay down for ages and read through all my Diablo stuff, but I haven't got there yet. Also, if for any reason at any point, if I need to like pause stream or something, I'll just put up a be right back and like fuck off to go be sick. So yeah. I'll try to, if I've got warning, I'll try to put up like a pinned message or some shit for it. We'll see. My bone gets broken and what heals enough, I'll be allowed to go home. Nice. It does. Oh, am I still paused? No. Good. Man, it does suck. I feel like medically speaking, you've kind of got like the extreme end of the same kind of like bad shit luck that I do. So yeah, there's a lot happening for you in like a couple of months. I have to ask, is this like on par for normal for you? Or is this like genuinely like an exception in the year kind of thing? Because like for me, I always have like some kind of medical condition or injury or illness or whatever going on. I'm immunocompromised with a chronic illness. So for me, there's always at least something making me sick. in one way or another. But it varies. It really just varies. Like today, I'm really sick because I'm stressed out. So this is my body reacting to it. And I'll probably be like this for the next couple of days. There's nothing I can do about it, you know. Last 2 years was a total mess. Fucking hell. Rin, I'm glad I met you. Like, I'm not being like, you know, any kind of like mean or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. It's just nice to know somebody else in this kind of shit boat, you know? Like, I kind of wish it was better for you, but at the same time, like, fucking hell. Like, there's only a few people out there that really understand the full fucking spectrum of, like, this shit's consistent over a long period of time. It's 2 years. Hospital more than 20 plus years combined. Wait, what? Are you saying, like, you were in hospital more than 20 plus times combined over the 2 years? Or are you, like, purposely, like, lol exaggerating that you were, like, 20 plus years combined in those 2 years? Because that's pretty funny. I mean, that could kind of go both ways. At the moment, my brain's just, like, it sounds like it's probable. It's probably possible. It's like, you know, when you start looking for a job, I'll phrase it. You know, when you start looking for a job and they're like, oh, sorry, but we need like 20 years experience, or we need like 4 to 8 years experience in this program. It's like, but it's an entry level job. It's like, yeah, but you know, you really should have been like doing this on the side or something while you did something else. Like, I don't know, schooling or a full part-time job or some shit. Like, yeah, I just feel like it's that. I'm hoping that I got most of the guns out of here loaded up. I'll wait till this group's mostly roped up and ready to go before I load up the last group from here. But I'm pretty certain we should leave tonight. It would be so good if we do. It really would. Yeah, I don't know. I think the interesting thing for me is before I started streaming, before I even had chronic medical illnesses and shit myself, is that when I was I'm going to put in quotes, normal healthy person, because that's fucking subjective. But the thing is, like, when I was like mostly in like good normal health, it was so uncommon for me to come across somebody that was just not well all the time. It sounded so bizarrely impossible. But now that I'm fucking experiencing this shit all the time, no, it's definitely, what the fuck did you just do, squirrel? Oh, they're rodding out. Alright. And the worst part is I made a fucking wall and I'm gonna have to move it over. I'll keep that where it is and I'll move the other wall over. It'll be fine. Maybe I can move it up in line with this. I mean, it's gonna cut off this end bit a little bit. We'll see how this goes. I don't know how to do an end corridor for this, but we'll figure it out. In the past few years, I've visited hostels more times than through the other 20 plus years of my life. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like you went to hospital more than like you have in your whole life in like the 2 years, in the like last 2 years. No, I get it. I do get that. And it's basically like the very beginning of my Crohn's was like I spent a fair bit of time in hospital in the same kind of degree, just because like nobody knew what the fuck was wrong. Everybody's like, I don't want to diagnose something in case it's wrong, because they're cool. Like, don't want to misdiagnose something, but like, holy fuck. I don't know. What do you call them? Inflammatory bowel disease and immunocompromised stuff can sometimes be difficult to pinpoint. Hey, Rav. The fuck